Hi, little chickens. It's Friday, the last day of March break. But because we're all stuck in our house and because we're not allowed to go back to school next week, it really isn't the last day of March break. We have lots more March break to go. So I've decided to do one of our favorite stories. Now, I've been checking all my comments and I've been checking all the subscribers, and we have a ton of new friends today. I've got my friends from last year. I've got Landon and Jake's brothers, Hudson and Henry. I got my best friend Deja, and I've got lots of our class. I've got Rowan, and I have Ava, and Calix and Yonhee and Miles and Fiona too. And of course Sadie and everybody that's on there. So when you watch, give me a little comment so I know it's you, and then I can give you a little shout out. Now next week, it's going to be a little bit of a special day because we have two special days next week that we would have celebrated in our classroom. Yonhee's birthday and Sadie's birthday. So hold tight because we're going to do something fun on those days, okay? So today I thought, with the help of Sadie, because I was talking to Sadie yesterday on the Snapper chat, and we were making funny faces at each other, that maybe we would do a little Jungle Bully story because we love that story. The only problem is all my stuff is at school. So I had to go with what I had at home, and I found these farm animals. I have no idea where they came from, but you know me, I always got something for something. So I made a new story. So it's going to be inspired by our Jungle Bullies story, but it's going to actually be farm bullies. All right? So here's our characters. We got a horse, Mr. Pig, Mama Cat, Mr. Cow, and we got a zonkey. Not a zebra, but a zonkey, just like at the wildlife park that we go to visit. And then we have baby kitty. All right? So here comes our story. It's going to start. So one day, Zonkey went down to the river for his bath. And there was Horse taking up all the space in the pond. And Zonkey said, "Horse, get out of the water. I want to take a bath." And because Zonkey was bigger than Horse, Horse got out of the water and went up the path. And when he got up the path, he saw Pig. And he said, "Hey, Pig, get out of my way. I want to lay down here in the path." And because Pig was smaller than Horse, Pig went off all by himself. And when Pig got to the meadow, there was Cow. And Cow was there with some of his friends. But Pig said, "Hey, Pig, Cow, get out of the way. I want to lay down." And Cow looked at Pig, and Pig looked at Cow. And Cow was a gentle little guy, so he decided he was going to go. And he left and went all the way over to the tall grass, where he found Kitty Cat. And Kitty Cat was there, and Kitty Cat was laying down and having such a great time. And Cow said, "Hey, Cat, get out of the way." And Kitty said, "Meow, I don't want to get out of the way." And the cow said, "Cat, I'm bigger than you, so get out of the way and go down somewhere else." But Kitty Cat knew just what to do. He ran to his mummy, and he said, "Meow, meow, Mummy, Cow just told me that I couldn't play in the tall grass because he wanted to lay in the tall grass, and I want to play in the tall grass." Now, little kitty, let's think this through. "Okay, Mummy, okay. Well, here's the thing. The grass is big enough for everyone, and you go back and you tell Cow that the grass is big enough for two, and don't be mean to you again." "Oh, okay," said Kitty. "I don't know if I want to go on my own, but myself. So I'll come with you then." So Mama Cat and Baby Cat went off to find Cow. And there was Cow laying in the tall grass, having a great time. And Kitty Cat said, "Cow, the grass is big enough for two. Please be nice and don't be mean to me again." "Okay," said Cow, "come and join us." So as Cow and Mama and Kitty laid in the tall grass, Cow could see Pig over there in the meadow. And he thought, why can't I go back to being in the meadow? So Cow turned to Mama Cat and said, And Mama Cat said, sure, I will help you. So Mama Cat and Cow and Kitty all went over to Pig. And they said, hey, Pig, this meadow is big enough for two. Share with me and be a friend, and don't be mean to me again. Oh, thought Pig. Okay, well, that's fine. You can stay here with me and be my friend. So everybody sat down, and as they laid down and relaxed in the meadow, Pig could see Horse. And so he turned to Cow, and he whispered in Cow's ear, and he whispered in Mama's ear, and Mama said, sure, let's go. So Cow and Kitty and Mama Cat and Pig all went to the path. Do, 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 do. And Pig said in his pig voice, Horse, this path is big enough for two. Share with me as a friend and don't be mean to me again. Horse looked at him and said, oh, okay. So he sat, and they all sat on the path, and they were just laying in the path, enjoying the sunshine and having a great day. But then Horse saw Zonky in the water, and Zonky was having a great time. He was rolling in the water. He was having a great time. So Horse looked at Cow and whispered in his ear, and went over to Pig and whispered in his ear, and told Mama Cat, and told Baby Cat, and they all said, sure. So they all walked to the edge of the water. Oh, Horse got excited. Oh, he knocked everybody over. There we go. So then they got all the edge of water, and Horse said to Zonky, Zonky, this pond is big enough for two. Share with me as a friend and don't be mean to me again. Said Zonky. Okay, there is enough room. Let's all join in. So in jumped Pig, in jumped Kitty Cat, in jumped Kitty, and in jumped the Cow, and in jumped the Horse. And they all had fun all afternoon playing in the pond. And nobody felt left out. The end. So, we know that story is about sharing, right? Sharing space and sharing things that we like and all that kind of stuff. So that's a fun one for us to have. And it was a little bit different than our regular Jungle Bullies because we had farm animals, but that's okay. That's fine. So that was our story for today. Now I have a couple of things that I'm going to show you how to do at home, because I was inspired this morning to see on Facebook my friends Jake and Henry and Hudson doing their rock letters. So they went outside on a little adventure, and they went and got rocks all over the place, and they did letters and numbers and everything on them. And they were doing all their names on the rocks. So today I thought maybe we would do something a little bit different, and we do some numbers. So today, look at this, plain old egg carton. Everybody has one of these, right? This is kind of a big one, but usually you have a 12 one. And so what I did is I put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I put all the numbers inside. Now, you can use this with a dice if you want to, and that makes it a little bit harder. Or you can just guess a number. You can put some numbers on a piece of paper and pull a number, and then you put it in. So the idea with the dice is, which of course I couldn't find one in my whole house because all my dice are at school, is you roll the dice, and you can roll 2 dice or 1 dice. It doesn't matter. So if you roll a dice and it comes up and it says 4, then you have to find the number 4, and you put 1 loose part in. Now, I went around my house and I found all these fun screws and washers and just fun stuff. But you could do anything. You could do bottle caps. You could do bread ties, beads, anything that you want to do, you can do it, you can use it. So you can put it in there. And then you just keep going and you take turns. And if you have 2 different things, then you can play a little game and you roll the dice, and whoever can fill up all of their spots first is the winner. Another way to play this game is really simple, is you use 2 dice, you roll the dice, comes up 7. So you find number 7, here he is over here, and then you put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 things in that bucket. Now, that means you have to have a lot of stuff, because if you're going to do one and all of them have the right amount of numbers in them and fill it up, and when you're done, it means you need a lot of loose parts. It doesn't all have to be the same thing either. So this is a fun game for counting. This is a fun game for fine motor, because you got to pinch everything for the mummies and daddies at home. And also for the bigger kids, you can do some adding. You can add some things. So the bigger kids could add the first dice with the second dice, and then they could do some equations with that. So that's kind of a fun one to do as well. So I'm going to make a few extra videos today, and I'm going to set them up separately so that you can watch them over the weekend, because it is the weekend. I am going to do some more on the weekend to just get ahead of ourselves, because it's a lot of work. I had to paint, I had to color, I had to do all kinds of stuff, and all my good stuff is at home. So here's the thing. You can make a storyboard, and you can make a story, and you can tell a story. You can even write your own story and talk about your own story, and you can tape your own story. You can do all those things at home. You can make all kinds of these at home and do all kinds of things like that. So that's your little activity for video number 3. But I have a surprise for you in video number 4. So I'll see you soon. Bye.